Today, we will talk about the top 10 luxury football grounds in the world. With the world having much love for football, the need for better and bigger stadiums has always resulted in some iconic infrastructures, several of which have become world's best stadiums. If you are unaware of where these beautiful stadiums are located, below is the top 10 list of football stadiums in the world. Football is an important sport around the world. While it has a stronghold in certain parts of the globe, it's definitely a sport that is loved by many, regardless of location. The fact that there are so many football stadiums attests to this fact. It might surprise you to learn how much money was spent on some of these stadiums, as well as the cost required to attend a typical match. By the time you pay for a seat, get your concessions and pay for parking, you are going to spend quite a bit at the stadiums listed below, as they are considered the 10 most expensive soccer stadiums in the world. Here are the list of the top 10 most expensive football stadiums in the world. The Wembley Stadium is the most expensive stadium ever built, representing an investment of $1.88 billion, inflation included. Take a look at these magnificent buildings and masterpieces. 10. Soccer City, South Africa. Opened in 1989, the first National Bank Stadium, known as Soccer City, was renovated in 2009 ahead of the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. Although it is home to South African club side Kaizer Chiefs, the stadium is fondly remembered for hosting the showpiece event of the 2010 WC Final, but also for hosting the opening game and goal of the tournament, Sifthad Chabalala finding the back of the Mexican net with a thumping effort. The incessant noise of the Vuvuzela can prove hard to ignore, but it should take nothing away from a truly wonderful football stadium. 9. The Maracanã, Rio de Janeiro. The Maracanã is one of the most notable stadiums in world football, situated in one of the most beautiful cities throughout the world. The stadium hosted the 1950 decisive World Cup group stage match. There was no final that year, between Brazil and Uruguay, that saw a staggering capacity of 199,854. Although the hosts tasted bitter defeat, the match will go down as one of the classics in the game's history. 8. San Siro, Italy. Known as the San Siro, the multipurpose stadium is home to two football heavyweights and our rivals AC Milan and Internazionale. It is the country's most famous and largest ground. With some of the game's greatest footballers gracing its pitch and having hosted European Cup and Champions League finals, the San Siro is one of the most revered and respected stadiums in the world. It can carry 80,018 people and is designed in such a manner so as to give every spectator maximum visibility regardless of where he may be seated. 7. Anfield Road, United Kingdom. Though not a huge stadium in terms of capacity by any means, 45,276. The legendary atmosphere at Anfield, known throughout the world, makes the home of Liverpool one of the great stadiums. Home to the Reds, who have won 5 European Cup titles, Anfield is always a treat for members of any visiting team, though it continues to instill fear into any opposition. From the famous "This is Anfield" sign hanging in the tunnel, to the passionate home fans singing "You'll Never Walk Alone," Anfield will forever be a favorite amongst players and fans alike. 6. Santiago Bernabeu, Spain. The Santiago Bernabeu is home to one of Europe's most successful clubs. With 9 European titles to their name, Real Madrid's place in the upper echelons of world football is secure, and there could be no more fitting venue for such a club to play. Originally opened in 1947, the Santiago Bernabeu has since been renovated twice, in 1982 and 2001. In order to match the ambitions of the Galacticos, the stadium has been home to many of the world's greatest players over the years, with the likes of Ferenc Puskás, Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo, and Cristiano Ronaldo, all strutting their stuff in the famous ground. The world's most expensive player, Gareth Bale, moved to the Santiago Bernabeu early this season, reaffirming Real Madrid as a footballing giant. Though overshadowed by the Camp Nou's capacity, the Santiago Bernabeu has always been a first pick when it comes to hosting football events, and due to its prestige, is likely to do so for years to come. 5. Azteca, Mexico. Mexico City's Estadio Azteca is renowned for its huge capacity 104,000 and electric atmosphere when full, but it will go down in history as the only stadium to host 2 World Cup finals. Unfortunately for England fans, it is also the venue for Diego Maradona's infamous Hand of God goal. The venue may not be fondly remembered by the enormity of England fans, but there is no denying that the stadium, the 3rd largest football stadium in the world, is one of the finest around. 4. Camp Nou, Spain. The Camp Nou is Europe's largest football stadium capacity, 98,757, and is home to one of the great football teams. Barcelona's motto, Més que un club, more than a club, is iconic throughout the footballing world, and their stadium is a huge part of everything Barcelona stands for. The capacity of the Camp Nou once eclipsed 120,000 for the 1982 World Cup Finals, but due to changes in laws regarding standing in stadiums, it has now been reduced. 3. Old Trafford, United Kingdom. Old Trafford's tenants split opinion. You either love them or you hate them, but irrespective of your slant, there's no hiding away from the fact that the Theatre of Dreams is a truly magnificent venue. Opened in 1910, the home of the Red Devils now seats over 75,000 fans after its 2006 renovation and is England's largest club stadium. With former manager Sir Alex Ferguson recently leaving his post, Manchester United looks set to embark on a new era. One thing's for sure, however, fans from around the world will continue flocking to the cosmopolitan Old Trafford to take in the magic of the stadium and to watch one of football's most successful clubs. 2. The Allianz Arena, Germany. The beautifully designed Allianz Arena is home to both Munich-based football teams, Bayern Munich and 1860 Munich. It is the only stadium across Europe that is able to change colors to reflect which of the 2 teams are playing. Red for Bayern and blue for 1860 Munich. The stadium has been a huge hit with both sets of fans, thanks to the fans being closer to the pitch, something that caused an issue at the previous site, the Olympia Stadium, which had a running track around the pitch that made for a rather poor atmosphere. The relatively new Allianz Arena will surely make a name for itself as one of the greatest stadiums in world football for years to come. This stadium is about the same size as the one listed above. It cost a little over $800 million to construct and is well known as one of the more expensive venues of its type. If you plan on going to see an event here, you should be prepared to spend quite a bit of money. As is the case with most venues, the exact price will sometimes vary depending on the event, regular season, playoffs, etc. Generally speaking, seats sell for anywhere from $35 to $90 each, with the price being more in some cases. If you want to visit the concession stand, you should be prepared to spend at least $35. If you're parking anywhere in the area, plan to have at least $25 to $30 cash on you just for that. Stratosphere. Plan on setting aside somewhere in the neighborhood of $60 for concessions and at least $40 for parking. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching my video.